Hello guys, it's Jared Butler. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to do a high-speed tour of the American National WW1 Museum. So I just showed a picture there. You got to walk down like a slope, and then when you get in, you see like poppy fields below a glass skywalk. It's pretty cool, pretty nice, and you can see the reflection of the tower there. And by the way, this was on Veterans Day in the United States, so there was a lot of people here. And then you watch a video, and then this is like kind of the first section of the museum. So there's like a German howitzer there. It's like 6-inch diameter. Not really too familiar with it at all. And then here's some cool early war hats. I think those are French and German. And then here's some propaganda posters from the European countries. And then here is a wall of different types of rifles and sidearms of various nations. And they have like a cool pistol here. I think it's a Steyr. It's like an Austro-Hungarian pistol, and I kind of like look at it for a while. But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna kind of ramble here for the whole video. I have to ramble for like 15 minutes. Here's like a section of a trench that they did, pretty cool. And here's like a trench they show off, and then they're showing off the early war. So this is the American National World War I Museum, and it's kind of weird how they like focus a lot on the European stuff. I mean, I guess it makes sense because this war started because of Europeans. But they have quite an extensive exhibition. And here's some more artillery pieces. That was a British 5-inch. And then here's Italian uniform. And here's some more uniforms, like a British medic uniform and a French artilleryman uniform. So this is pretty cool. This is a Japanese World War I uniform on the left. Pretty rare. And then here's the Australians. And the New Zealanders, I'm sorry, that accent is so bad. But yeah, here's the Anzacs. Kind of looks like pajamas, to be honest. No offense. But yeah, like British colonial troops, empire troops. And then here's more howitzers. They're the same howitzers from the front now. So yeah, it's the British 5-inch. And on the left is like a German 15-centimeter howitzer. So yeah. And then here's some more uniforms and some weird miniatures. Don't really know what that's about. But yeah, anyways, this museum is the only World War I museum in the entire United States, so it's pretty special in that regards. We have several World War II museums, but this is the only World War I museum. And because this was Veterans Day, there was actually a lot of veterans here. And I actually got to talk to a couple. And they were very, very, very nice people. Like, extremely nice. I talked to an Iraqi veteran and I think a Vietnam veteran. Not sure. But yeah, just supremely great people. Really nice. And yeah, just looking at the stuff here. Still talking about the European stuff. Looking at the European helmets, you got a French helmet, British Brodie, and a German Stahlhelm. And then there's like a cool Verdun tableware thing, and then there's like a book about Woodrow Wilson. By the way, he is the worst president in American history. Maybe not the worst, but he was pretty bad. But anyways, here's some more howitzers and artillery. Another mortar. Oh, and this is the French 75 on the left. So that is one of the best field artillery guns. And there's the shell of the German Minenwerfer, mine thrower. And then here's a Russian uniform, a Russian Maxim gun, still being used today. Kind of crazy. Very good machine gun. Used a lot in World War II. And then here's some pretty cool and rare World War I guns. So you have a French semi-automatic rifle, second to the top there. You have a German Mauser with a 20 round mag. And then you have a parapets there, and you have a rifle with a scope, like a trench sniper, and there's like an extension there to aim over the trench. And then here's some more stuff. And then here's like a cool little display of a trench. It looks pretty cool actually. Feels pretty realistic. And then here's a trench mortar, pretty small. You move it with the squad while you move up. And I think this whole section here is about like grenades and knives and like close combat weapons. So yeah, there's a bunch of European trench knives, and then here's just a wall of grenades. It's pretty cool. You got some melee weapons on the top, and then you have some pistols on the top right there. You got the broom handle Mauser, you got a Webley, and I think that's the Spanish Ruby pistol. I totally could be wrong about though. And here's the French 75 from the rear. Pretty cool, pretty good gun. And then here is the German big boys, the heavy machine gun and the light version of it, the man-portable version of the MG08. Pretty cool, very interesting. Once again, kind of just like the rest of the World War I machine guns. And then here's some gas masks and very rare German lobster armor. Just very rare. With the helmet add-on for the Stahlhelm. And some of these gas masks are like pretty sad. Like they're just so cheaply made. And you can see in the back there, like the German ones are like more extensive. But yeah, it's just freaking crazy, man. And then here's some Allied machine guns. So you got a British Lewis gun, Vickers gun, and then a French Hotchkiss on the bottom there. And then here you got two Chauchats, and then I don't remember the name of that middle French heavy machine gun, but that was the main French heavy machine gun of the war. I don't know why they have two Chauchats, but so yeah, here's like a cool little artillery thing in a trench. Here's another wall of small arms, and then this is pretty cool. This is like a display of unit badges, I think, from various countries. I know there's Commonwealth stuff in there for sure, and maybe even French stuff too. But if I'm wrong, please correct me on that in the comments. Once again, I'm doing this in one take. Probably going to make some mistakes. Just going to ramble this because someone did ask to see, the museum. And then here's like a cool little display of Lugers. So you got like a small Luger and then an artillery Luger at the end. And then here is trench like rifle grenades and just even more grenades. So you got like stick grenades, more generic grenades, and on the bottom there you have a lot of rifle grenades, which was very important for trench warfare, so that's really cool. Here's like a naval gun, just kind of random. And then here's a British plane. I don't know this specific model, but it's a pusher type. And then here's kind of a small display of air warfare stuff. So you have aerial machine guns, a British on the top, German on the bottom. And then here they have like a little display of the air war and the various aces of the countries. And at the end there, for the Germans, you can see Hermann Goering, because he was a World War I ace. And then here is like the sea warfare. They're showing like where convoys got sunk around Britain. Pretty crazy. Not as crazy as World War II, but crazy nonetheless. And then here they have a small model of a German U-boat. Not as deadly as U-boats in World War II, but still very, very deadly. You can see my reflection in there. And and I was with my brother, by the way. We were doing this for a school project, conveniently. So, and I thought, why? Since I'm here, might as well film the museum for a high-speed tour. So there's a picture of Woodrow Wilson there, not a good president. And then here is like a giant like display, and they show another video. And then after that, this is where the American shit starts. So this is like all about America. This shows American stuff. And I'm probably going to play some music now because we're getting into the actual American stuff. And here's a copy of a French 75 that we used, produced in America. Pretty much the same, small modifications. And then here's American propaganda posters. Obviously, this is the United States, so we have a lot of them. Pretty cool. And here's like a Jewish one that I thought was pretty interesting. Um, Obviously, Kanye wouldn't like that. Whoops. And then here's like a volunteer stand. Pretty cute. It's whatever. And there's like Woodrow Wilson again. Not a good president. Super racist. But anyways. And then here's like a child uniform thing. Like I had, like, what the heck? I don't know what's going on there. And they have like a picture there too. So it's kind of weird and cool, quirky. And then here you're just gonna see like a lot of boots, a lot of material, a lot of clothing. It's kind of just showing off like American industrial prowess. And then here you have like early war or like training American uniforms. I'm not sure what to say. And they have like training rifles there for training. Pretty cool. And then there's a Hotchkiss machine gun, which we used. And then here's like kind of your typical American World War I kit, what a soldier would carry. Pretty cool, just some random stuff. And then here's some more air warfare stuff. You got like a propeller, a uniform there, I guess, some bombs, aerial bombs that I think they would drop by hand, and another machine gun. Pretty cool. And then here they have a airman uniform. Once again, pretty cool. There's just some pretty cool stuff here. And yeah, just showing off more uniforms. This is the only military museum in Kansas City. And I've been here like so many times, so I know this museum with the back of my hand. And here's General John Pershing, the highest ranking American officer in World War I. And then here's another artillery piece. Not sure what that is. I can't tell you for the life of me. Not too familiar with artillery, but it's pretty cool, pretty big. It's a big gun. And then here is like some like a lot of flare guns, some weird cool equipment. And then here is where you kind of get like the main American small arms weapons. So you have the Springfield here, and then you got a trench shotgun, and then you have a M1917 Enfield, which we also use. And there's a 1911, and then there's some like weird helmets, which I don't know, I'm not familiar with at all. It's pretty cool. And then here you got the Browning heavy machine gun on the bottom, and you have the BAR, and that BAR is special because it's still in its World War I configuration, which is pretty rare to see, so pretty cool. But yeah, Browning heavy machine gun, and then we move over, and you have a cool comparison here of like late war German and American uniforms, and this German uniform is like a stormtrooper with the MP-18 machine gun, and that is just looks really cool. So one of my more favorite displays at the museum. And but yeah, this museum's is in Kansas City. Oh, there's another show shot, which the Americans used, and another MG08. But yeah, the museum's in Kansas City. Obviously, not a lot of Americans or even foreigners are going to have the chance to go see this museum. So yeah, because it's such in a such inconvenient location, because Kansas City is not really that popular. And here's a FT-17 tank, the only tank in the museum. They have it because I think it's the only tank that we used as Americans. And there's a cool like tank mask, and there's like a little cannon there, and then like a big mortar. Not sure why they have a little cannon there. It kind of looks like an AT gun. And then here is the German 77 millimeter field gun. I'm sure you can recognize that from Battlefield 1. And then here's the big boy. This is the Tankgewehr. It's a 50 caliber anti-tank material rifle. And then here's the rear of the German 77. And then here's like a little motorcycle thing for dispatch or whatever. Kind of cool. And then here's some like medical stuff. Kind of weird, kind of cool. And then here they just kind of have this random room just showing off like a giant shell crater, I guess. Not sure if this is like from a cannon or from a mine. It could be from either, but it's one of the larger munitions. And then here's another unidentified artillery piece that I cannot tell you about. Like, I have no idea what it is. they just have like a lot of random artillery. And then here's two Medal of Honors, pretty cool, and just kind of like various American stuff and awards. And then here's like an American ambulance and another uniform there. And then here they have like some random machine guns, and I think those are tank machine guns, but I could be wrong. So yeah, I'm not too familiar with these machine guns. My best guess is that they're vehicle mounted. And this is like at the end of the museum. And then here's like a pretty rare rifle. This is a Russian M19 or M1895 like Winchester rifle. And then here's some like more random helmets and stuff. And then we're finally at the end here. This is like a special display they had. It's called Captured, and it's just talking about captured POWs of World War I. But I don't really have any footage of this because they didn't have a lot of stuff there. They just had like a lot of letters and reading to do. But anyways, this was the high-speed tour of the American World War I Museum. Don't have any more footage left. Pretty tired from talking now, and I'm gonna stop recording here. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this pretty cool experience. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.